Hi, I'm Renee Olstead, and you're watching the Buzz Artist Spotlight. I started singing really young, sort of in singing competitions in Texas, which is where I'm from, and I came out to Los Angeles and started working as an actress, and pretty soon after I signed to Warner Brothers, and yeah, it all sort of went from there. Well, I've been nominated for a Grammy twice now, so I'm really hoping that third time is a charm. But that said, I know it sounds like a cliche to say it's an honor to be nominated, but it really is when you consider how many talented people there are in the world. The fact that you were in that group that got acknowledged that year is always a really big deal. So anyway, I'm crossing my fingers though for the third one.
Sleepwalk, instead of dreaming, I sleepwalk, 'cause I lost you and now what am I to do? Can't believe that we're through.
My new single is Help Me Make It Through the Night, which is a cover of a classic country song written by Chris Christopherson. My music, I would say, definitely doesn't fall under the realm of mainstream country. It's sort of alternative country is a term that I've heard coined lately that sort of like pays a little bit of nostalgia to, you know, the sort of singers more like Patsy Cline and Johnny Cash and like a lot of the stuff that I grew up listening to in Texas. So for me, it's a lot of fun, and also sort of writing within that style has been a really great exercise for me too.
Lay it soft against your skin, like a shadow on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time.
I would say I'm a lyric person first. For me, great songs come with stories. I think that that's one thing that people are always attracted to, is somebody who can really put their finger on the pulse of an emotion. And even if they're writing a song that isn't necessarily like your life story, being able to convey an emotion that you've experienced in a really sort of specific way, you know, like where you really capture that moment. For me, that's always sort of been the idea. It's like, I want to write a song that has a story that you can picture this person and what their life looks like. I mean, I always think of myself as an observer as well. I don't think it necessarily has to be my life experience. Like, there was a song I wrote that came out a little while ago called She's Got Your Name, and I wrote it after I listened to a radio interview, actually, of this woman talking about how she only dates married men. So I was listening to this interview, and sort of she's got this like very, I don't know, like very confident, like I'm the fun one sort of like attitude, and then suddenly the interviewer asked her a question. He's like, well, you know, tell us some of the downsides. And she started talking about spending the holidays by herself, always knowing that someone else is loved more than she is, and all of these different things. And I was like, I want to capture that. I want to tell that story about someone who maybe didn't know that someone was married and falling in love with them, and sort of having to deal with the consequences of always being by themselves, you know, on holidays and playing second fiddle to someone else. So for me, it's just sort of like capturing a very specific experience and trying to tell that story and imagine what their world looks like. I think that the world is a lot bigger than our own life experiences, and I think we learn a lot more about the world when we sort of imagine ourselves in other people's shoes. 2018 is going to be a really exciting year for me because I have a lot more music coming out and a lot of touring that's going to be coming up as well. So it's going to be exciting for me to get back on the road. When I was on a television show, it was very hard to tour. I had to sort of wait for a hiatus and throw together a few dates here and there. So it's definitely going to be a year where I can really get on the road and see all the places and all the fans that I want to see. New fans can follow me at Renee_Olstead. That's RENEE_OLSTEAD, and that's pretty much my same handle across all the social media platforms. I try to keep it simple. Hi, I'm Renee Olstead, and you've just been buzzed.